Hi, my name is Alex Homer from Accounting 6320, and I have been given the topic of predatory pricing. Predatory pricing, the three things that I talked about in my paper that I want to talk about in this presentation are: what is predatory pricing, what effect does it have on the marketplace, and is it a concern going forward? Predatory pricing is when companies price, even sometimes below cost, to push other companies out of the market. Essentially, they're trying to push everybody out of the market so they're able to monopolize, and then they can charge whatever price they want. In this case, it's very detrimental to many other companies in that marketplace because they can't compete with them, especially smaller companies. It's harder for them to compete with them on price when these larger companies are selling below cost and forcing them out of the marketplace. Going to the next topic, what effect does it have in the marketplace? I briefly just touched on this, that it pushes other companies out. It's also something that I think it's overlooked in predatory pricing, is that it has an effect on the company that's attempting to predatory price, because it's a huge risk involved. If they're not able to push out companies the way they think they can, then they're going to end up just taking losses forever, and it will hurt them in the long run, and they won't be able to make the margins that they thought they were going to be able to. So it has a big effect in that sense. As far as a regulation standpoint, the Sherman Act and the Clayton Act both have an effect on predatory pricing, as they prohibit any company from doing something that, as far as colluding or effectively something such as predatory pricing, something that would be seen as trying to wipe out competition and monopolize. And so that's kind of the basic effects that predatory pricing has on marketplaces. Definitely hurts the economy. Customers might enjoy predatory pricing at the beginning. I think a good example of this is Walmart. Walmart has really low prices, and which a lot of people enjoy to shop there because of those low prices. But eventually, if they push out the Smiths, the Harmons, all the different stores that compete with Walmart, then eventually those prices will get spiked back up, and it will hurt the consumers in the long run. So while it feels good in the short term, it may have a long-term effect that consumers don't like. And then finally, is it a concern going forward? I kind of mentioned both the acts that try to regulate predatory pricing, and I feel like they do a good job. How much government involvement should there be as far as predatory pricing? I think there's a fine line between being regulated and being over-regulated, and causing additional costs on businesses that aren't necessary. So I think predatory pricing is definitely a concern going forward, and it's something that our government and as well as consumers should be aware of. It's easy to just go and shop where the lowest prices are, but consumers should be cognizant of what's going into those prices and how it could affect them in the long term, because in reality, shopping at places such as Walmart or other companies that are trying to predatory price can hurt them if they continue to shop there and push out other consumers. In conclusion, I think that predatory pricing is not good for the economy, and it hurts a lot of businesses in the marketplace. And it's, the definition of predatory pricing, as I talk about in my paper, discusses trying to undercut other companies and to push them out of the market. That's the main reason, so that they can monopolize.